they're doing something wrong. And I think it all goes back to the fact that we need to, as a society, determine, do we want to have the best education system in the world? Do we want to triple and quadruple and five times down on education like Germany and Japan did after World War II? Do we want to be like other places throughout the world that are putting new universities and new colleges into play, whereas as we find out, about one college closes a week in the United States? We need to figure out what we're doing. And I think part of it is that we are one of the very few wealthiest countries where going to school at the university level is extremely expensive for individuals. If you go to other places that are part of the G20 or the G7 or the other economic places, I was fortunate enough I did not have to take out student loans because my parents scrimped and saved, and we had a little bit of a family tragedy where my younger brother passed away due to some medical malpractice. So I was able to go and get my degree without needing to worry about taking out loans. I see how other teachers are impacted by this. And, I would again trade my brother back in a second because I miss him so much. But it shouldn't take a tragedy, or it shouldn't take a winning lottery ticket to earn a scholarship. It shouldn't be something where we tell children, yes, you too can go to school, but only if your mom and dad. When you become a parent, it's not about you anymore, it's about the kids. And I think for a lot of educators, the hardest part is trying to justify what they do day in and day out. And also, not only that, but trying to keep parents from reacting in very negative ways when they're trying to work with their child. We're seeing so many discipline issues nowadays where children are coming to school and they've never had a boundary set for them. Or we have children who are coming to school, and the minute they don't like doing something, they take off or they create a scene, or they have I can't describe it with any better way of saying but a meltdown. These behaviors, these mental health, these socio-emotional issues are exhausting the field. And as a currently a college professor working with students who are first year students in college, a lot of them are facing mental health issues that are way above and beyond what I had to deal with 30 years ago. But in the K-12 world, it is becoming to the point where schools just don't have enough professionals in the area of counselors or social workers, and teachers are spending inordinate amount of times where they have to clear the classroom because a child is having a meltdown, or multiple children are having meltdowns. We have to do something as a society to provide the resources to our schools. We need to increase our mental health capacity within the world, but we also need parents to be part of it. For the parents that have checked out, that's not good. You cannot ask others to babysit your children. I also am very actively involved in volunteer work with Scouts. One of the areas that I find in Scouts is that we are creating great opportunities for leadership development, for people to create awesome learning experiences. But we can't get parents to volunteer. We can't get parents to sign their children up. They're saying things like, oh, it's easier for me to send them to soccer. Oh, it's easier for me to send them to some other program. So what's happening is no slate on sports, because I know for many of your audience folks, they may be checking how the World Series is doing or the NBA season is starting. But one of the points is that sports should be a limit. It shouldn't be the be all and end all to your extracurriculars. You need to have your children willing to be good civic engaged citizens. Playing soccer's nice, but that's recreational. You need to have them be bought into their community so that then when they go to school, they realize that they are representing and that they have to be part of the solution and not part of the problem.
That's a great answer. And actually,